Kia ora, and welcome to Tuesday's Economy Watch, where we follow the economic events and trends that affect New Zealand. I'm David Chaston, and this is the international edition from interest.co.nz, and today we lead with news that attention will now turn to the annual Fed meeting in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. This year, Fed boss Powell is not only trying to balance US monetary policy settings between rising inflation pressures and a basically stable and good labour market, he also has to contend with the unstable fiscal policies and political pressure with 2 and soon to be 3 voting members who will want to appease the low-rate president. He is earning his keep at present, and this summer forum will be a way for him to make his case. Special attention will be on his comments about rate cut prospects, something markets have mostly priced in for the September 18 meetings. Currently, analysts expect Powell to be coy about his signals for a rate cut. But on the current data front in the US, their house building industry remains quite glum. The NAHB index of sentiment in the sector is near a record low, only worse during 1 month during the pandemic. And the July retreat was not expected. Builder sentiment has now been in negative territory for 16 consecutive months, and their key problem is costs, induced recently by tariff taxes and keeping new housing basically unaffordable for new buyers. But north of the border, it's quite a different situation. Canadian housing starts hit a 3-year high in July, up 3.7% from June, which was also a very strong month. The Canadians are tackling their housing affordability issues with a strong push for more supply. The key gains are with multi-unit housing in Montreal and the Prairie provinces. It is not something we have reported on before, but India is now releasing monthly unemployment data. Previously it was quarterly, and the latest release shows this key metric at 4.2% in July, which is a record low since records started in 1995. Nothing like an expanding economy to pull down the jobless rates. And Singapore's non-oil domestic exports fell 4.6% year-on-year in July, reversing a downward revised 12.9% surge in June and establishing a yo-yo pattern. This marked the 3rd decline so far this year and the steepest contraction since October 2024 due to a fall in non-electronic exports, especially to the US, which were down almost a half, but also to China, down 12%. Perhaps more worrying, near neighbours Thailand, Malaysia and Indonesia all bought significantly less in July. In China, the $2 billion trade in dairy products from the EU to China is under investigation by political authorities as part of pressures China is exerting as countermeasures for EU restrictions on China. Now the Chinese are drawing out the pressure with another extension to the probe due to, quote, the complexity, unquote, in the case. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now at 4.34%, up 2 basis points from yesterday at this time. And the price of gold will start today at $3,333 an ounce, essentially unchanged from yesterday. And American oil prices have firmed slightly to just under $63.50 a barrel, while the international Brent price is just under $66.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is now just on 59.2 US cents and unchanged from yesterday. Against the Aussie, we've firmed 20 basis points to 91.2 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're also up 20 basis points to 50.8 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just on 67 and up 10 basis points. And the Bitcoin price starts today at $116,576 and down 1.2% from yesterday. Volatility of the past 24 hours has been modest at just on plus or minus 1.4%. You can get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.